republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let's observe a moment of silence. All right, before I call the meeting to order, I want to give a big thank you to the fire department, Chief Gibbons, for their work at the fire at Discount Dave's, and Chief Bledsoe for the personnel that did a fine job assisting with all that. Good teamwork, and it's appreciated. Thank you guys. It was a cold night, and I heard there's a lot of falling. Yep. So, anyway, I call the February 9th, 2026 Mountain Grove City Council meeting to order. Guess we need to approve some minutes from the last meeting, January 12th. Everybody's had a chance to go over them. Make a motion to
Approve minutes.
12th and 15th. Zach, make the motion. Brenda seconded the motion. Carolyn seconded the motion. Dean, how you vote?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right, motion carried. Got some more? Looks like now we've got the senior center report. Wayne, is she here? No?
Mountain Grove Senior Center monthly served 1,566 meals in January to 60 and over, 22 under 60, 2,457 freezer meals, made a total of 4,045 meals for the month of January.
Definitely down because of snow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That even.
Yep.
Staying home.
All right. Chief Gibbons, Fire Department report.
How are y'all? Well, January we had 117 calls. We've had some good trainings on the Monday nights with the newer volunteers. Just, they getting into it, so we're putting them through a tube with like wires hanging down and orientating themselves in a smoky environment and stuff like that, and they're really soaking it up. They're coming up and training with the full-time guys too, so it's much appreciated there. We had a good January. I want to take a second to commend the members that we had that manned the senior center for the warming days. We had 60 total hours that we had people there. Pop in and out and check on our people, but we had someone dedicated every day from Friday evening all the way till 7 in the morning that following Monday. So I just want to appreciate them real quick. And like the mayor started when we started, had a couple of big fires. We had Westgate caught on fire towards the end of January, and then Discount Dave's. A lot of our members showed up, so that was good. Due to the size of Discount Dave's, we did have about 9 or 10 departments show up. We had West Plains and Houston brought their ladder trucks along with ours. And we had probably 60 to 70 firefighters on scene from all of the departments that were there. And it was a long 17 hours that we were there, but I thought it went very well, and, you know, I appreciate everybody's hard work on that. So far this year, we've already taught 2 Heart Saver CPR classes and a BLS CPR class for the healthcare providers. I'm also looking at, it's about that renewal cycle for the firefighters, so next couple of weeks through first part of March, we're gonna start getting everybody else CPR certified again in the fire department, so we're good to go there. But other than that, that's really all I've got.
The departments, just to mention, because this group probably would like to know, have had some ask, but those that came in and assisted us on that call was Kabul, Norwood, Mansfield, Eastern Douglas County, Houston, West Plains, Ava Rural, and Skyline all responded to the Discount Dave's fire. So we received mutual aid from all of them, so thank them for that. State Fire Marshal still has not concluded.
I haven't seen anything from them,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
as far as I know,
Yeah.
it's still open.
Yeah, the only reason I'm bringing that up is I've had some people that have come in and asked,
Yeah.
you know, what was the cause? And so State Fire Marshal has, to our knowledge, has not concluded that, so.
Yeah, no, that week after that Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was, I don't know, it was a long day. Met with the state fire marshals for a couple hours out there, walked around with them, told them what I saw. And then Friday of last week, I met with each individual insurance investigators were out there at the same time. So walked through that whole process again with them. And then it's just a lot of work, and sometimes you have hard fires like that, and it just happens.
Been there, done that.
I do want to say thank you to the mayor for reminding me about the roofs in that building, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but it had a, like, you know, the old hangar style buildings. It had one of those with a square building over the top of it, so had a void space in there, and that's pretty much what I think got it going. But
Oh, yeah, a lot of room for a lot of.
yeah, and but putting somebody on that roof would have been super dangerous, and luckily the mayor called me early enough on that we didn't put anybody up there, and still made our effort to save it. But sometimes that's just the way it goes.
Anybody got any questions for Clint?
The status of the fire now, it seems like it's like finished kind of smoldering out, because
Yeah.
I don't see any more smoke
Yeah,
or anything.
And, you know, I fielded a couple of those questions myself. It was tightly rolled carpet. That stuff will just burn and melt
Burn,
to a
yeah.
puddle of plastic, and then burn some more, and it's just a big mess to clean up. And
Yeah.
speaking with the owners of Discount Dave's, they said they do want to rebuild, so we're going to work with them any way we can in that, and make sure it gets taken care of.
We've already started that process with them, yeah.
Yep.
All
So
right.
now it's just important everybody stays away from that site.
Yes,
and
yes,
doesn't
until
get
until
too
it's down.
nosy and
Yes.
asks you if they have questions.
Yes, it is. It's still a collapse hazard.
Yeah.
So, you know, anybody out there in Facebook land or YouTube or wherever they see this video, please do not go up to the building.
And tell your kids to stay away from it as well,
Yes.
because I know it's a very much a curiosity
Very much so.
type thing for younger children, so yeah, stay away from it, it's dangerous.
All right, anybody else? Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Chief Bledsoe?
Good evening.
Evening.
732 calls for services home. Went down just a little bit, but kind of expected with the snow and things. We were very fortunate. We worked a lot of wrecks over the weekend that started, but Monday morning, we started making up for it. So, but kudos to the street department too. I know a lot of people probably didn't think they did a great job. In my opinion, they did a fantastic job. So, we didn't have any issue clicking around and making calls. So, very thankful for them. As far as what's going on in the department this month, get ready to start the Blue Shield grant. So we'll be a Blue Shield City at Hope. That will get us about $50,000 in training funds, and which will be huge for our department. Tomorrow I'm starting the VODOT grant that just came out, so we'll get a bunch of small mini grants that we can, overtime grants and equipment that hopefully we get. And then as far as the ICE grant, every officer that's signed up for it has completed 40 hours of training, and we're just waiting for that game now. So,
I mean, we don't have to have every officer sign up for it to do
if
it,
some are not qualified, they have to have a certain amount of years on.
but that's okay for us to still get it.
So, and when they become eligible, we can sign up. If you, would become a guy's got 2 left feet, I would dance right now because we're at full. So, knock on wood.
Don't curse yourself.
I'm not. So, but very thankful. We hired Jada Gunner. She'd been at Christian County and the Highway Patrol. She is here now. And then Emily Pennington worked for the county, and she is here now. So Jada, she's got enough experience, enough road time that we've already cut her loose, and Emily will have probably another 4 weeks of training with an officer. So,
I've known her a long time. She'd be good.
yeah.
Danny, do you instruct anybody in CPR other than just your staff?
No, just our staff is it. And I don't do it, the fire department does it for us.
Well, I made the decision last week, I'm not gonna teach anymore.
Done, are you?
So we're gonna need to recruit someone that
Okay,
would be good for, just for the community.
okay. But, so that's where we're at right now.
Sounds good. Anybody got any questions? All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Cheyenne Smith, Citizens Advisory Board.
Evening. So these were requested at our meeting last Monday. If you want to take a few or anything more, you can pass it down. This is the postcard that we printed. We got a few left over if you wanted to use them. Can you hear me?
Because everybody's real low to me, maybe I'm just deaf.
There's some postcards that we had left over from our town hall meeting. Some board members had requested some to pass out. So I just brought a handful. I'm happy to bring you more if you'd like some more. Perfect. Attended the chamber meeting this week, talked about the use tax, lots of good feedback. They recently learned that you had voted to lower the sales tax for the town if this had passed. All positive feedback. People that were not for it felt that it was very generous of you to give to get a little. They really were compelled to feel, I guess you could say there was a lot of thankfulness and passion that they felt came conveyed through that from you guys. There was lots of good feedback, but lots of good emotional feedback as well, which was something I hadn't experienced before in relation to this. So they were grateful that you were willing to do that, and they feel that they've seen the board in a whole new light based on you voting to do that. So it was a very, it was a neat meeting to attend. So lots of good feedback there. So for the rest of this month, Saturday, February 28th, the Christians Women Together group is going to meet at 9:30 a.m. at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Saturday, February 28th, 9:30 a.m. Going to present some postcards and talk about the use tax there as well. The week of March 16th, we will also have a newspaper article about our senior center meal that will actually be on Thursday, April 2nd. The Citizens Advisory Board is paying for that meal. We are going to post that it is a free meal so we can get people there for that. A recap again.
Yeah, we'll share on Facebook, on the city's
Yes.
Facebook page around that March 16th time, so it'll
Perfect.
coincide with the newspaper article, and then, of course, the week
Yep.
before and day
Perfect.
before and all that. And I think I sent a text, they're serving meatloaf that day. They
Yes.
agreed they would serve meatloaf, so.
Yeah, and we've had the meatloaf. It was good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. So that will be Thursday, April 2nd at the Senior Center. food provided by the Citizens Advisory Board, and a recap on Prop U. And then Saturday, April 4th, we'll do door-to-door, feet on the ground, hand out leftover brochures, postcards, and kind of split up into groups and cover as much territory as possible. So that's kind of our end-out plan through April. Do you have any questions, suggestions?
Let me know on April 4th.
It is a Saturday. We were just trying to pick, we didn't pick a time. We can get that closer to date, but we wanted to do, you know, as much as we could in that last few days before the election the following week. And we had talked, and we were hoping that we could kind of split up the territory. I know that you have good connections in certain parts of the town. If you were still willing to do the feet on the ground, door-to-door campaign. I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but if that's
Sounds
something
good.
you're still
Sounds
able to
good.
do.
I mean, the public doesn't realize how important this is. I mean, it's absolutely, I told somebody that, the last meeting, Dakota used the F word, which is not good, and that was flat. And when you start using the flat word, it's, I mean, with the past few years, it's been pretty good, but when it starts getting stale, and, you know, that's our income. And we traded the citizens years ago for 1 cent tax to do with personal property and the property tax, and now then we need to make a bargain again for those that do not pay the tax to have to pay the tax, so the citizens that support the city will get a little bit of break.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope my wife and pastor were understand that you said flat.
Yeah, well, you know, coinciding with what you said about how important it is at that chamber meeting with talking to people, I really wish you guys could have been in on some of those conversations as a board member sitting in your chair, because they were, I think a new light was turned for your board, and the fact that you were willing to give, to get, and it being all very transparent and clear. Totally different feedback than I have experienced before,
Good deal.
so.
Good.
Are we attending the chamber the month of March also, or not?
I've been going every month. So every month I talk to them about the use tax. I would love to have you sit at my table.
Do you know offhand what day March is?
No, Becca will send out an email, and as soon as I get that,
Usually what, the first Thursday?
I can let you know. It's typically the first Thursday unless something, weather or holiday or.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get those emails.
Yeah.
I can just send a group text to all of you. I'll just send a group text to all of you.
Absolutely.
Let you know, so.
There was a big turnout this week, so we had a lot of
Good deal.
numbers. Anything else?
Anything else? Cheyenne, we really, really do appreciate it. I'm telling you. You'll never know how much appreciation that we have for you and the Citizen Advisory Board for taking up the sword and helping us out.
Yeah, well, we're business owners, and we understand what it takes and what it takes to get there, and the board, they work real hard on passing the information along, so I'll let them
All right.
know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you too, Dr. Thomas.
Yeah.
What?
You too, Dr. Thomas.
That's all Cheyenne.
He just eats sushi during the meeting. That's all he does.
Sit there and eat.
Yeah, he sits there and eats.
Chief Bledsoe, is there any public comments out there? No public comments. Doesn't look like any old business. New business, resolution 2026-1.
Okay.
Dakota.
Yeah, okay. We have some money, the city does, not we, the city has some money at the, at Stockman's Bank, from an old account that was left over. We called them, and asked if we could basically close it out, since our bank, our financial institution is at Legacy. And so this is really just an administrative thing here that we have to do, showing that we have to give Dolores the authority, the council does, to call Stockman's and close that account and move the money. So that's all you're doing here, is just authorizing Dolores to close the Stockman's Bank account and roll that money over to Legacy. It's roughly $20-some thousand, Dolores, I think is what it came down to.
We'll make a motion to accept this?
Yeah, I need a motion to have the reading, and then I'll read it, and then you'll vote on it. And since it's only administrative and it's a resolution, does not require 2 readings, so.
All right, motion to read it. Okay, second? Dean, second? You each. Dean, how you vote?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-01, a resolution authorizing the city clerk to close a bank account at Stockman's Bank on behalf of the city of Mountain Grove.
Motion to accept the reading?
Make the motion, accept.
John made a motion.
Second.
Jamie seconded.
My only question real quick is it, why does she not already have the authority? Or is this just for this bank account only, or is it? she's already got
We do not
authority
bank
to
at,
legacy?
correct, we do not bank at Stockman's any longer, and she does not have the authority. So
it's just
so
for
if
that
we
one
were to
bank
close out,
account.
well, if we were,
Everybody that was on that is no longer working.
correct,
Oh, okay, so it's kind of.
correct, so we're just giving her
I
that.
just thought as the clerk, she was the CFO of the city. She
Right,
had-
yeah. Yeah, and I would say, just for their records, it wouldn't matter if it was Stockman's or not, it'd be any financial
So I
incident
wonder
would
if
have
we
to
need
do
to do
that.
this also for legacy, or is it
I think she's
covered?
already on that,
Okay.
so, yeah.
All right, good. I just confused by that.
All right.
All right, John, how you vote?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, motion passed.
You need to sign this before you leave,
Okay.
and Dolores will have to do the attest,
Okay.
and then we'll get that done.
All right, I don't see Dr. Barb or
They're
Alonda
not
Jones
here.
here for the kratom. That's state regulated, isn't it?
It's not right now.
Oh, it's not right now?
That's what the issue is there's no backing from the state on how to control this.
So, from what I heard at the last meeting that we had that group here, really, until the state steps up and does something, there's really not a whole lot the city can do, is that right?
I know that one of the things that they've looked at was our, K2 ordinance, but I don't think there's enough backbone in that to deal with what we're dealing with the kratom. So, again, why is the state not doing something with it?
Yeah, if anybody has the opportunity to get a hold of their senator or representative and tell them about that.
About a month and a half ago, Dakota, we had a meeting with a lot of all the Troop Gs, law enforcement agencies, as well as several state reps and senators about this issue. So they're very aware of it, they're very aware of our frustration with it, but we have not seen any. I know there's some in, I think there's some language in the House right now about it, maybe the Senate, one or the other, but we'll just have to see. They keep trying to tag a bunch of different
Yeah.
stuff with it.
Understand.
So does that mean there is nothing we can do right now, or we can? I was.
As of right now, there's nothing law enforcement can do without some type of an ordinance or,
I mean, as far as an ordinance, it's.
well, but here's the issue. It's just not as easy as saying, hey, let's all vote on the ordinance. How are you gonna test it? So we have to know all those different things. I mean, it's not just a vote of, yes, let's do this. There's hoops that we have to jump through. And that's one of the issues that we're faced with right now is who's gonna test it? Where are we gonna get it tested? And what's it gonna cost us to get it tested?
But as far as the sales, the selling.
I don't
of
think
it,
we can prohibit the sales of it from what I understood.
That's what I was.
That's above my pay grade.
I was thinking the last time they come, which I was sitting on the council then, and they was talking about it, I think you had told them that right now, there's no way we can prevent it. All right, well, that's just a little spill about the kratom, so if they come next meeting or something and explain a little more, so.
Yeah, they said they regretted they couldn't be
Yeah.
here, and they would try to get here next month, so.
And I am no way trying to advocate, it's a terrible product, and
Yeah.
something should be done with it.
Yeah, it is.
We just.
I'd like to know how many people's died
Right,
from
you're,
it.
you're the reality of the situation and clarifying that. No, I appreciate that. I think so awareness is basically where we're at right now, is just trying to make as many people aware about its damaging effects as possible.
I mean, it's gasoline heroin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. Or gas station heroin, I'm sorry, not gasoline, gas station.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad.
All right, anything else on that? If not, we'll move on to the administrator's report.
Okay, sales tax update, we just got that literally today, and I have been covered up all day today, and I thumbed through it and looked at the numbers, and I cannot even remotely come close to telling you what those were, with the exception of sales tax for January is down, with the exception of transportation. Transportation was the only thing up, January, but everything else is down. I can get you those numbers, and I can send out a text or an email, but I honestly, Dolores handed them to me. I thumbed through them for about 5 minutes, and that was it. Not even 5 minutes, but.
So we were already down in December.
Correct.
November, and now even down more
In January.
in January.
Correct. Yes.
And when you say down, that's comparative to the same
That's
month of the year
January,
before?
that's January
or-
25 compared to January of 26.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Transportation was the only thing up, so
I would
good
say
job, Bo.
It might, it might be okay if it's gonna continually come in last minute, if everybody is, if we're gonna put together a spreadsheet eventually to have it a month behind if we have to, just so we
Yeah.
have trends. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure,
I don't know if we need to give you permission, but that way it takes a little stress off.
Sure.
I feel like that'd be fine.
Sure.
to-
yeah, we can do
To
that. I can
still-
give you at least what I can
To
give you.
still tabulate it in the spreadsheet, but have a
Sure.
couple more weeks to do it.
Sure. We will work in that direction. My office, along with Bo and Linda and Becky, will be working diligently tomorrow to review the engineering firm's SOQs. Those are statements of qualification. What we have to do as part of the street grants process, in order to receive a grant, there's a couple of things you have to do in order to even qualify for a grant, and that's you have to hire an engineer to come in and tell you basically what you already know, and then they tell you that, and then you can, they write what's called a PER, a professional engineering report. They give that back to you, and then SCOCOG works on it that way. So what we've done is solicited, SCOCOG on our behalf has solicited those, the SOQs. They get mailed directly to us, and then we sit down and we rank. We have a scoring guide that they provide to a SCOCOG, and then we choose the engineering firm that the city we feel would best represent the city. So we'll be working through that process. Has to be a committee of folks, and so we'll be working through those tomorrow for a good portion of the morning, or not tomorrow, Thursday. I kept saying tomorrow, but Thursday is what I mean. And then we'll select that, and then we submit that to SCOCOG, and then SCOCOG notifies the engineering firm they've been selected, and then we work with that engineering firm directly from there, and then everything's back and forth between the engineering firm and SCOCOG at that point. We're just staying informed. We applied for the full $500,000 max, so we do want to say our plan was to do 13th Street this year. And that is still our plan, so that would be set aside. The city would do that, and then this grant money that we're looking at here, we've identified several streets on the south side of town. So what would be on the, well, you all know your directions, but the other side of the tracks, the south side of town, and so we've identified several streets on that side that we're going to utilize that grant monies for. Billing software, we are looking at our billing software. This is something I wanted to bring up because the budget committee and myself, we've talked about this. We just talked about it last week. There are two companies, so G-Works is who we currently utilize. Very antiquated, very outdated, and not user-friendly whatsoever, and causes massive headaches. Carmen's over there nodding her head, so like she knows from experience. So we've looked at two companies, Edmunds GovTech and then United Systems and Software. I feel both of those companies will be far better than what we currently have. I do have one that I feel would be our best option, and so I'll continue reviewing those with the budget committee and then city staff. The nice thing about both of those that I really like, something since I've gotten here, fielded a lot of questions on budget billing. G-Works does not provide for us to be able to do budget billing. Both of these companies would allow our citizens to set up on on budget billing, so.
Can you
that-
explain what budget billing is for those who might not?
Yeah, so
be aware of that
I'll
term?
try to keep it in
Yeah.
my simple mind, is they take 12 months of your previous usage, and then they give you what your average bill was, and you're billed that same amount monthly, so you always know from month to month, this is what my water bill is gonna be, and then at the end of the year, they take that and then they recalculate and they determine, okay, well, your bill, actually you used less water, so now we're gonna reduce that, or no, you used a lot more this year, so your bill then would readjust and reset, but it would always be that same amount for 12 months. And it gets reevaluated on that 12 month, at the end of that 1 year, 12 months, so.
Usually more in the summer, you can spread it out.
Right, and that's when obviously the highest water bills are, because people are watering their gardens, filling their swimming pools and everything else, so. Both options would also allow us to streamline a lot of processes. One of the nice ones is currently with G-Works, we have to print every bill and stuff every bill in-house. So, that takes one person, nearly, I would say the better half of 3 days to do that, just with one person. It would literally, those handhelds we would read, and then they would convert an Excel spreadsheet, and they would send that off, and the company would send it on our behalf. So now we're becoming a little more efficient with our processing, so saving time and energy, and can dedicate some of those resources elsewhere. So be watching for that as we come down the pike. Be traveling tomorrow to the Capitol to visit with legislators. Dale and Zach are going, and anybody else that would like to ride along is more than welcome to ride along. Anytime I'm going somewhere, just know as council, it's a standing invitation, so you're always welcome anytime. So we're going to be leaving out early. A couple of notable things on there. Missouri Municipal League, there's a couple of bills that are in committee right now. Senate Bill 1239 is sponsored by Senator Mary Elizabeth Coleman from Arnold. And this bill has been referred to the Senate Economic and Workforce Development Committee, but this bill authorizes a sales tax exemption for retail food sales. So being a city that is totally dependent on sales tax, and being able to provide the services that we do, that bill would be critical to us. It would hurt the city of Mountain Grove, and it would hurt a lot of other cities as well. So not just Mountain Grove, but MML fully opposes that particular bill, and so do we. Or I say we, I can't speak for you. So do I, being the guy in charge of the budget. So I would not support that. House Bill 2155, sponsored by Josh Hurlbert out of Smithville, would require municipalities and the Department of Transportation to reimburse large cable television and broadband companies, I can't speak tonight, for the costs incurred when relocating their facilities due to municipal water, sewer, or electric maintenance projects. I don't think that our citizens should have to subsidize billion-dollar corporations. I don't believe in that at all. If they want to provide that service, you can do it, but you're not going to do it on the backs of our citizens, in my opinion. So.
We're interested if they put the word large in it.
Yeah.
It's not just
Right.
cable and broadband company, but large ones.
Right. So, yep. So we'll be talking, those are just a couple of talking points that we'll have tomorrow in Jeff City, just to try to express our position there. Yeah, I made a note over here so that we would try to bring that up as well. Bush Street project. So to give you a little bit of an update there, I didn't have any wording, but it was too much. I don't like writing novels, so I just thought I would give you an update here. So Bush Street started 3 mayors ago, and 3 or 4 city administrators ago. And so what we're doing, we're trying to carry that across the finish line, but what ended up happening when they went to bid on that project, there was such a delay in turnover here. And so the contractor that ultimately won that bid said, well, hey, that's been so long ago, we've got to rebid it. So what we did is said, okay, well, technically, they were outside of that window, so we had no choice but to let them rebid it, and I mean, rightfully so. So what we ended up having to do, though, is that grant actually closes May of this year. There's no way in the world to get that project completed and all the grant paperwork that SCOCOG has to submit for that. So what we did is we had to ask Economic Development and SCOCOG to send a letter to EDA, basically approving an extension of that project so we don't miss out on that money nor that project. And very happy to report, I have in writing, just received today, we received approval for the extension on that project, giving it, so that's money that is still coming in to help cover that cost, the cost of that project. So good news, that's a win for us in being able to do that. And thank you to the EDA for approving that, so we can still have that.
No doubt.
How long's that
free money.
extension?
It goes until October, I can tell you, October 18th is.
Of this year,
Yeah,
okay.
and if we don't have the, and that's, again, that's project completed and all the paperwork submitted, and there won't be any issues meeting that deadline
Okay.
according to SCOCOG. So
Okay.
we're really out of it, other than it was just us asking EDA for the extension. SCOCOG got the approval. Matt Miller with Toth will now be soliciting new bids, not necessarily, and it won't just necessarily be for the contractor that was previously selected. It'll be open for everyone to rebid. So there, honestly, what could happen is we could end up with a better bid or a worse bid. I mean, you know, and ultimately have to change
But at least we're
our
not
plans.
locked into just having to stay with that same company.
Correct.
We can kind of reopen it again.
Correct. That's exactly what's happening. That's what I have for you as far as an administrator's report. Happy to answer any questions.
Anybody have any questions?
What's the restroom update?
Downtown restroom, Chad Dunbar, spoke with him via text just a little bit ago, says, I have a bill for materials that I purchased for the bathroom project. Preparing the floors for stain and sealer. FRP panel is on the walls is complete. So we are nearing completion of that project. So we will continue monitoring, but we are almost across the finish line on that thing.
Good deal. Anybody have anything else? If not, we'll move to the bills.
I have a few questions.
On the bills?
Yes, sir. Mountain Grove Building Supply. Lumber and supplies for floats, almost $6,000.
That was total everything, that was Chad Dunbar and everything.
Oh, okay.
She could only put so much in that little spot.
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
not for the float.
I thought if we spent that much on a float, I'm going, what is it?
It was a Macy's parade. Did you
Oh,
see it?
yeah. Okay, I also see down here, Pregnancy Resource Center. We purchased a sponsor table for 8 people, correct?
That is
For
correct.
$1,000. When is that, or has it already been?
It is February the 27th, and let me confirm that for you. 6 p.m. on February 27th, end of this month. Well, maybe, I hope we're talking about the same event.
Who will be at the table?
Yeah, as of right now, me, Melissa Schmidt, her husband, and you would ask me, and I don't have my list.
Well, I mean, is it just,
Like what we've done in the past before, I know we've at least sponsored it the 2 years I've been here, but she's kind of opened it to any of us that, to fill the table.
Yeah.
So some of us council.
Right.
We just kind of did that last year, so who wants to go?
Yeah, the only other two spots that have totally been claimed is Melissa Schmidt and her husband, because Melissa is the guest speaker, so I reached out directly to her and said, hey, I'd like you to sit at my table just so I can have her ear for an evening, so.
Well, if it's coming up, we might
Yeah.
want to fill the,
Yeah,
in the next week or two.
yeah, that's been one of those where it's, I'm bad about waiting on the week before and making a phone call and saying, hey, guys, you want to come sit with me?
So you said it's February 27th?
27th,
At
6 o'clock,
It'll be over here at the campfire.
yes.
How big of an event is that?
It's usually huge.
It's a good event. It's a really good event.
Yeah, I went once when it was out at Shetland.
Last year, they hired a comedian to come in, right?
I don't think they're doing that this year. I think I think they're having guest speakers. I think John Terrell is a guest speaker. Melissa is the keynote speaker, and Hannah Kelly is emceeing the event. But I don't think there's been any, I haven't seen any. They're doing a silent auction and a live auction, both. So it's a fundraiser for the Women's Crisis Center.
Wait, that is different, because this is the pregnancy resource. Is that, that's why I wonder if that's why the date was off.
For the women's advocacy or whatever.
Okay, so the date you said is that.
February 27th is the Women's Crisis.
Okay, that's where we got off.
Oh, okay,
She said
sorry.
pregnancy resource, which, they're probably both on here, but pregnancy resource is what she's got pulled up.
Oh,
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
Bobby was at the table too, me and
Gotcha.
you and Brenda, I think.
Is that part of our yearly grant category? We keep it, or we call it a
There's,
different category?
that's one of the many, we do mini grants or whatever, and this is,
I don't think it's under the mini grants, it's just a
Just,
sponsor. I think
this is,
Yeah,
that's
I
probably,
think
that
so.
could be right.
Like it's out of a different, we do it as a donation, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But it's not a mini grant like,
Right.
say, American Legion or
I see,
something.
and the veterans and all those, yeah, gotcha.
You know, we do have quite a few organizations and whatnot that we give money to.
Mm, Yep,
Just thought I'd bring
All right.
Yeah.
That'd be discussion for
it.
budget
Another
time.
day.
Yep.
well, yeah.
Well, in the next 60 days, we got a budget.
I'm
Any other questions on the bills?
I'm done.
You're done? Okay. No other questions? Need a motion to accept the bills?
Yeah.
Dean made a motion, need a second?
Second?
John seconded. John, how you vote?
Yes.
Dale?
Yes.
Carmen?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Kept the wolves at bay for another month. Now I guess we need a motion to go into closed session?
We are not having closed session
Closed
tonight. They could-
session?
That gentleman was sick and cannot be here.
Okay.
so.
Well, how about we have a motion to adjourn?
Yo.
What?
Yes.
Oh, Carmen made a motion. Carmen made a motion to adjourn. Get a second? Dean, how do you vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Brenda?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Mark, I'm on the agenda.
Huh?
I'm on the agenda to speak.
Uh,
For the
Lori
women's.
King,
no, it was for the
Children's Division.
For the-
children's
We knew we
division.
couldn't adjourn yet.
That's my fault. Yes, she does one on there. I'm sorry. And when is that? Is it today?
No.
No,
Well, I was
it's
on the agenda
April
to speak
1st.
to you guys
Yeah.
today.
Can you do it in March?
To
She's,
speak to you?
Uh-huh.
no, we can amend the agenda,
Okay,
that's fine.
need a
You gotta
motion to,
Go back into open
yeah,
session.
need a motion to go back into open session.
Make a motion.
Carmen made the motion, Zach second, Dean,
They never hear you.
Jamie,
Yes.
Brenda,
Yes. Yes.
John?
Yes.
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 Okay, now we need a motion to amend the agenda to,
Yeah, she can sign the public comments section actually and go,
we need to amend.
you need to
yeah.
move to amend, you wanna do that way?
And that's
Okay,
the, yeah, that's what I'm,
yeah.
amend the agenda for the child advocacy,
I'm with Children's Division.
children's division. For, the April is the, Child Abuse Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So,
So I saw,
need a motion to accept the amendment to the agenda.
so I saw John, oh, yeah, Jamie, oh, Carolyn.
Carolyn second, Dean?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you're up.
Okay.
Batter up.
So I'm not gonna ask you for any money.
Okay.
My name is Corey King. I'm employed with the 44th Circuit of the Children's Division. I'm based here in Wright County. The 44th Circuit covers Wright, Douglas, and Ozark counties. I am primarily a family-centered service worker, and my role is to help families prevent, address, and resolve safety concerns, neglect, mental health, and environmental factors so their children can remain safely in the home with the parent and the caregivers.
I help families find and utilize additional resources in the community, learn new parenting skills, address addiction, advocate for the families, and teach them to advocate for themselves. I also work towards building collaborations and partnerships with community resources, schools, law enforcement, our agency, and the families we serve. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Since 1989, it has been represented by the color blue. Blue represents the bruises of abuse, serving as a reminder and a call for action. Blue pinwheels are another national symbol of child abuse, representing a happy, healthy childhood that all children deserve. The phrase, "Go Blue," is frequently said by our staff at Children's Division. Wearing blue, a blue ribbon, blue signs, etc., is what we mean by Go Blue. Go Blue is and can be so much more, though. Go Blue is community events. It's social media sharing, using hashtags such as Wear Blue and Go Blue, and provides education to the community, families, and agencies. Wright County is the biggest county in the 44th Circuit, which means Children's Division staff and our community partners, law enforcement, and the juvenile office handle more volume than any of the other counties. In December 2025, 32 hotline reports came in for Wright County. There was 146 children in alternative care, and 86 of those children were from Wright County. In December 2025, there was a total of 25 foster homes in Wright County. 15 of those were relative homes, and only 10 of them are traditional foster homes. By nature, I am a competitive person. I watch other towns and communities in our circuit that support Go Blue and child abuse prevention with activities, competitions between businesses, and awareness. And I want that for Mountain Grove. Mountain Grove is the biggest city in our circuit of 3 counties. I realize that sometimes it takes one person to start change, to nurture it, to start collaborations, partnerships, and spread education. And that's why I'm here today, to start that change and call you all to join me. Mayor Bashong has been very supportive in moving the city of Mountain Grove forward in a child abuse prevention and the Go Blue movement. He's agreed to sign a proclamation on April 1st at the Square in support of Child Abuse Prevention Month and urging everyone to engage in activities that strengthen and grow the families of our community through collaboration, teamwork, and involvement. So what can the city do? I'm guessing that's a question you have right now, and it's not money, Ms. Carmen. Social media is free, and it takes very little effort. Posting on the city's Facebook or digital sign outside of City Hall during April to support Child Abuse Prevention Month. City employees wearing the color blue or pinned blue ribbons in the month of April. Planting a pinwheel garden in a well-seen area of the town. In other areas, I've seen churches or schools partner with the city to do this. The city of Ava does something similar during the mayor signing the proclamation. Lighting up the square or city hall building with blue lighting. Simply talking about and showing your support for Go Blue or Child Abuse Prevention Month. Spreading education and information about Go Blue and involving members, businesses, and agencies of the community. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you have the blue pinwheels? How do we go about getting those? Are those just something we purchase separately, or?
So it just depends. We've done different things in the past. Usually, Children's Division, if we're doing something for an event where we're needing pinwheels, usually we end up purchasing them ourselves.
Okay.
I've seen churches that have sponsored pinwheels, and then collaborated with the city hall or with the city councils to be able to plant them somewhere, or even plant them at their church. I've seen churches that have Go Blue Sundays, and everybody in their congregation wears blue. Just different things.
Yeah. We can,
That'd be,
I was gonna say, we could do some of those
Yeah.
on the square, especially
Yeah.
before the event, we could do that. I think there's some cheap, solar lights
Yeah.
that light blue, and my initial thought was to light the gazebo blue.
I know that
with
when
those.
Ava does their proclamation on the square, they typically have students come over from the school. They'll have the students kind of plant the pinwheels at the same time.
I think Cheyenne had
The
something.
Citizens Advisory Board can sponsor some pinwheels to put on the square, if that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
Great.
great.
And Chief Bledsoe already said that he was gonna attend the proclamation with you, and so did Sheriff Adler. So
Good deal.
kind of
Good
making
deal.
it a,
It's an important cause. Over my career with the fire service, it was just unreal how many kids are abused and what they live in. So I know Chief can attest to that also. So it's a good cause.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to help, we have that list of things that you listed with the churches helping and all that. That might be something to get a list to put on the Facebook page of you. This is as a community what you can do to help.
right, yeah.
So
I can definitely do that. And, you know, Children's Division can definitely be a support. Any of us can talk to you guys about events or ideas or, you know, different ways to put things on. I have another event that I'm going to be doing in the month of April with the elementary school. I think that education can equal prevention. And so that goes
Absolutely right.
throughout the entire community. So thank you for your
Sorry about
motions
that.
and
Sorry
all
about
your
that.
fun stuff that.
Yeah. Do you have a business card?
I do.
I
I do.
take one.
All right.
I'd like one as well,
Also, might,
please.
yeah, if you get her card, communicate with her about getting their logo.
That's
for
right.
our Facebook
That's
and
exactly
their
what we
sign.
do.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Already on.
And Bob put
And my
the sign.
email is on here, so you can actually email me
Okay.
as well.
Yeah,
Mainly his, make sure he's got it.
yeah, I think Jamie wanted one.
Yeah, I'd like one too, please. Thank you.
So the proclamation is April.
April 1st at 10 o'clock.
a.m. Yes.
On the software.
Yep.
Yes.
I've got some blue DJ spotlights that we can use to light up.
I was gonna say, if we could just light up, I just thought it'd be cool to light up the gazebo, that'd be kinda cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Will you remind us to code?
I will be happy to.
That's all.
All right.
So thank you very much. I know it was kind of.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, now I guess a motion to adjourn. Carmen? Motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Zach?
Yeah.
Brenda seconded it this time. Dean, how you vote?
Yes.
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 All right. Thank folks.
Visit with you real quick.